Tears of repentance. Once a monk lived near a river. Just across street lived a lady alone in her home. Monk noticed that larger number of men visited her, and due to this monk decided to speak to her. One day when lady was returning home, monk met her in way and said, "You are a great sinner. What you do reveals your lack of respect towards God. Don't you ever think what will happen to you after you die?" Poor lady was shaken by words of monk and felt sorry for what she did and prayed to God out of genuine repentance. She prayed to God, "I feel really terrible. Please forgive me for my doing and please help me find another means of earning for living." Week passed by, but she was not able to find any another means of earning and had to go back to prostitution. When monk saw again men going to that lady house, he felt annoyed by the thought that his talks had no effect on her. Monk thought to himself, "From now on, I will keep the count of number of men going in that house until sinner dies." So from that day monk used to keep eye on that house and would add a stone to keep count to men going in with each man going in. On other hand, every time a man come, lady would ask for God's forgiveness. After some time again that monk met that lady and seeing her monk called her and pointed toward pile of stones. "You see that pile of stone? Each stone represents mortal sin committed by you. I say you once more, do not do that sin again." Women was trembled to see that pile of stone. She went home and wept in repentance and prayed to God, "O Lord, when will you free me from this wretched life?" Her prayers were listened and same night angel of death came carried her off and also took monk living across with him. Lady soul was sent straight up to heaven and monk soul was sent to hell. When saw what's happening he cried out, "Is this your justice? I spent whole life in your devotion and poverty and yet I am carried off to hell, and that lady who sinned all her life was borne aloft up to heaven." God replied, "God's purpose are always just. You thought that devoting yourself to God means you can judge others. Because of this while you filled your heart with impurity of others' sin. That lady shed away her sin with pure repentance and her soul was so light that she went to heaven, and you soul weighed down with stones is too heavy to lift." Moral: we should not judge others. We should just be good and look for good in others and devote our life to God with true heart.